Lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Today is a Thursday Thanksgiving special.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm here with a bunch of turkeys.
Look what I got for Thanksgiving. I just want you to know, in honor of you, they only had a pilgrim duck. They did not have a Native American duck. They had a pilgrim duck.
They had an Indian duck.
And then, no.
Yes.
And then next month, I got the Christmas duck.
It's called a Pocahontas.
You know what we should, I'm ignoring that. You know what we should do? There's a game, right? Can't you number the ducks and then you go fishing in the duck pool? And if you get the Santa duck or the pilgrim duck, I think we could win a prize.
Hey, Annie.
I know.
Annie.
Kind of crazy. Annie?
Can you turn down the game, please?
Is it bothering you?
What's
How
the
do you
matter?
Like when our board
It's-
office running our games. Turn the game down, please.
Feedback. I don't want feedback.
So, Freddie, here is our pilgrim duck in honor of Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. You've probably watched the parade already by now. That is one of my favorite parades of all times, is the Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Can I finish the intro?
What kind of parades are there?
Many parades. Can I finish the intro?
Please.
Welcome to all our friends in South Florida, where it's nice and warm. It is 26 degrees. I'm sorry. It's 26 degrees here in New York City, where the Thanksgiving parade is actually outside. I can make believe we're there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right?
It's 26.
Snow, bundled up, jackets.
Jaja's spitting up on the set.
What's she doing?
I don't know.
I got on my nose.
In Providence, Rhode Island, it is 20 degrees. There is an Arctic blast outside.
How rude of you.
What?
What?
What'd I do?
No, it was Maverick.
What did he do?
Change the camera.
Maverick put her on. So welcome. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. We are doing the intern Thanksgiving show. It's funny because Dylan, who's not here
Where
yet,
is Dylan?
he writes back and says, "What are we celebrating?" I said, "What, do you crawl under a rock or it fell on your head?"
You've got your pilgrim hat.
I got my Native American hat.
And you got your pilgrim hat. As a matter
Indians,
of fact,
baby.
wait till you see tomorrow, because tomorrow, Black Friday, we've got Anka coming back with more of the designer handbags, and we have a whole jewelry line. And she's actually in a lot of the department
That
stores.
would be Friday.
That would be tomorrow.
Yeah.
And she's going to be here. We're doing Black Friday sale right here on the set. Some jewelry, some dream catchers, and designer purses.
It
We've
is
got a
Black
lot going
Friday
on.
show.
It is a Black Friday
Giovanni
show.
is
So
also
stay
going to
tuned.
be, my son's going to be scapping in, remixing from
Remixing
Tampa.
it?
Yeah. And we're going to be doing some Black Friday sales. We're going to have coffee on sale.
And what do we have for food?
We're going to have CBD on sale. I'm going to have an apple on sale. What do you mean food?
Who's coming?
We're going to
The
have empanadilla loca.
Empanadilla loca.
Where's Annie? Annie, where are you? Annie will be hosting tomorrow's Latino show. We call Cortadito. The Brooklyn Cafe Goes Latin. Right? That's on Friday.
Yes.
Yep. Well, you're going to be sitting in my seat. Oh,
Really?
Yep.
Who's going to be sitting here?
I don't know. But Annie, I'm going to push this up and going. A lot of people want to see how it works. And we have animator on the set. Don't look so happy. You know, not for nothing. When I signed for the draft board, I had that face. Be a little happier.
Tomorrow,
Smile.
maybe-
First person to tell me that.
I'm not the first.
Smile?
I don't want to be the last. See, I would like to be the last person to tell you that. You got to smile. Today's Thanksgiving. It's cold outside.
Not really.
What's your favorite thing to do on Thanksgiving?
I like to get up in my PJs and stay PJ'd out all day. Eat
Thanksgiving
12, 14
and
times.
Christmas?
Christmas is a different animal.
PJs then too?
Yes, but we wear funny hats
PJs do you
on.
wear?
I wear sometimes my Jet jersey, sometimes
Not
stuff.
real PJs.
No.
I saw some real PJs.
Not
I'm
real
gonna get you
PJs. Who the hell
Christmas.
was real PJs?
They had really cute ones. They had elves and Santa, and you know the ugly sweater contest they do on Christmas. We should do
Mr. Claus.
You know, I never understood that.
Ugly sweaters?
the ugly sweater contest.
Yeah, I guess it's a cultural thing. 'Cause, like,
Whose culture? Look at
How do you have your
the
my
animator.
eyebrows are.
Yeah.
Never mind. It's just that again, I grew up in a different country.
grew-
Celebrating Christmas, and the whole ugly sweater thing is weird because it was too hot for sweaters.
Yes. And what happens is you go in the closet and you get all your old clothes and you have a contest. Oh, an ugly. We should do an ugly sweater contest.
We should.
I don't
We
own
should also do
sweaters.
a
Didn't you just say that?
I just said that.
I don't own a sweater.
A lot for Christmas we got going on. But we have to celebrate Thanksgiving first. And
Now,
it
you
is
want to
the
get a
day
microphone, Mr. Yes Man,
of
please?
giving thanks. And actually, I was listening to Antonio and Molly's show on Monday night,
Yes.
and Antonio had a really good point.
Which
Why
is?
do we only celebrate Thanksgiving 1 week out of the year, right?
That's why
And
it's
this
called
is
Thanksgiving.
So right up
Because you
your
can't eat
alley.
that much every week.
We should. It's not the food. It's about giving thanks, and we should be giving thanks
Every day.
and be living in gratitude every day.
Yes. That's why we've created our gratitude coins.
Our hope, our hearts of hope.
Yes.
Where'd you put them? They're
It's
behind
over
you.
here,
We're-
yeah.
We need more floor space. So anytime you come in the cafe, you get to reach in the box and choose. And actually, you know, it will choose you. It's like the wand choose to choose. You get to choose your heart of hope. And then it goes on our new website. These are amazing. You guys each get to get one. I want each one of our producers to come and get a heart, and they're all numbered. Prosperity is your birthright, and this happens to be number 34.
But wait a minute. I don't want you picking it.
I'm not. I'm putting it back
So
in.
why'd you put something
I'm
in?
going to put it back in.
Okay.
And then you go to our website, and you have hope in your hands. You go register number 34 on brooklyncafe.tv. And then when you're ready to pay it forward, and you don't need to hold the hope in your hands anymore, you just have a lot of faith. You pay it forward, you give it to the next person, and they register. And we're going to track where all the hearts of hope go.
That's
I'm
right.
putting it back in.
And the funny thing is that we need a card to explain all
Look
of
at this
it.
one. It's gratitude. Who knew? Perfect for today's show.
Okay, put it back in.
No, I'm going to keep this one. I know.
You either put in the one she gave you or you put that one back in because it has a number on it. You can't be
I'll
playing
put it
around
back
with
in
this.
after the show today.
Okay, I'm gonna
91.
watch
Gratitude. I think we should express our gratitude every day. So with that, we're going to talk to
I need a bigger stage.
we need a bigger floor to our producers because we want to know what they're grateful for.
Yeah, no, before we even do that, I want to know how you guys celebrate
Okay. Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving because my son yesterday, Freddie, I spoke to him and he tells me that his Latino family don't understand how to celebrate Thanksgiving.
What do you mean?
That's what I said. So what are you talking
What
about?
Latino family? The one you
His
married into?
in-laws, yeah. They're from South America.
Yeah.
So Freddie starts pregame at 12 o'clock. Pregame means you start drinking because you have a football game at 1, you got another football game at 4, and you got the last game at 8.
Football.
So he surrounds his life on Thanksgiving around football
Really?
and drinking and eating and wearing PJs. This is what we used to do when he was growing up. He doesn't know anything else. So I want to know how you guys celebrate Thanksgiving.
Hector.
I guess I'll start. Normally just wake.
Yeah.
That's where I think freaks me out. I normally just wake up late, watch the Macy's Day Parade, and whoever's cooking just. Cooks.
What do you eat? What do you eat during Thanksgiving?
Bring turkey, everyone brings arroz con gandules, mashed potatoes is a must. That's kind of my job nowadays.
Do you make any of the food?
Yes, I make.
What was the second one?
I just said I make mashed potatoes.
What was
Okay.
the one before that? Los
Arroz
Candulas?
Arroz con gandules.
What is that?
Yeah, it's rice with chickpeas.
Chickpeas.
That's not, you know,
It's
I'm
delicious.
like more and more chickpeas. We're going vegan, baby.
Oh, trust me,
Chickpeas
they
and
do-
rice. It's a
people
little
use
different.
Chickpeas before vegans have. That's
And it's funny because Haitians do chickpeas and rice, which is different from arroz con gandule.
same.
It's a whole different. It's the
Again,
same
they
formula,
share-
but it's different.
Yeah, because when two countries share the same island, culture.
Do you put ham and pork in your rice?
Not with us Honduras. No, even though I think Grandma used to cook with lard.
I used to put pork. I put pork in mine.
Lard.
Yes, lard used to be the way it was cooked before.
Andy, ever cook with lard? Ah.
You
is
never
lard
cooked with?
animal
You ever
fat?
seen lard?
It's animal fat.
It's nasty. You know what lard does to your arteries?
Do you know that lard is more healthy for you than some of the junk they have on the shelves right now?
Nasty.
Well, at least it's not nearly as processed as corn oil.
That's okay. And you have people at your house? They come over to your house for dinner?
Of course I do.
How many people you've got coming?
Depends on how many people are going to show up.
It's like having a conversation with an animator. It's like whatever you want.
The truth is that sometimes it's a lot. Sometimes it wasn't that many.
There you have it. Janice, what do you do for Thanksgiving?
Well, we always start off with the Macy's Day Parade, and then we go into.
That's around 11, right?
Huh?
It starts around 11 o'clock.
No, it starts at 9.
Well, does it? That's why I miss it every year.
That's what you have to do. Your pajamas every year, sleeping.
Yeah, and then we cook food, and then I always force my mom to make the traditional sweet potato souffle with pecan on top.
Sweet potato
Pecan and not
souffle.
marshmallows.
We do pecans.
Do you have
or
a traditional
walnuts.
turkey?
We have deep fried turkey.
I was gonna ask you that. A lot of people fry. I go to a guy's house, Harry. He has 4 deep fried turkeys. Each
They're
one has
so
a different,
good.
a different flavor.
So good.
So we tried something different this year. We had Thanksgiving on Sunday because Zane's on the boat, so they wanted to do an early Thanksgiving because he's in town. And they got one from Trader Joe's, which is an organic turkey that's already. What's that thing when you put it in salt?
Brian?
It's brined. Have you ever had? You usually brine a turkey, don't you? This comes already made brine. Oh my God, this is.
My grandma and grandma normally based in wine.
Well,
Oh, I like that. I'm coming to your house.
That's interesting.
that's even better.
Way better than salt water.
But I'm gonna tell you, this turkey, because it's been in brine,
Meanwhile, you still haven't
delicious.
brought any in. You ate 20-pound turkey?
22
You
pounds.
ate it all?
20. I gained 14 pounds.
Where's the turkey? You haven't brought any food in.
I didn't bring it in because I ate it. No, I still have some. I didn't know what I was doing Thursday. That's why I was sort of
Wait, you
keeping it
saved
around.
it?
I was,
That's
turkey
not
saves.
nice.
All right, forget about me for a second.
I'm
All right,
upset
so
with
what
you.
are some of the traditional other foods that you
We
have?
do macaroni, but instead of like actual macaroni, my mom uses pasta. Like,
Macaroni is pasta.
well,
Like spaghetti.
like spaghetti.
Oh, different
Oh,
noodles.
yeah.
oh, really? Like a macaroni and cheese? You do spaghetti and cheese?
That's really interesting.
Well, that's delicious.
Well, no, she uses like cheddar, like shredded cheese. She just uses like spaghetti. Instead
Do you
of-
cook?
I don't cook on Thanksgiving. I watch.
Do you ever
dishes.
cook?
No.
Do you know how to cook?
Yes.
You do,
Yes.
but you don't
I'm
do it?
Jamaican. I have to know how to cook.
Ah, Jamaican patties, man. I love the Jamaican patties in the Bronx. You go to every pizzeria, they cut one open, they put that white mozzarella cheese in it. You ever had that?
You put
Jamaican
what?
patty?
It's like an arepa.
They have different
What?
ones.
An arepa, right? There's
Arepa
corn
what? What are
and
you talking about?
mozzarella cheese inside.
An arepa.
I know what a arepa is.
More like an empanado.
You've never heard of an
Like an
arepa?
empanada.
I've heard of it, but I've
Get
never
the heck
had
out
it.
of here.
Empanadas are a lot closer to empanadas than arepas.
An empanada, yes. Arepas.
Yes,
Not rapa. You're
arepa.
saying, what the hell is a rapa?
You never heard of an arepa?
Well, that's a
That's a
cream
word?
pie.
Yes, it's a food.
Say it your way. Arepa. Say it.
Arepa.
Arepa.
What the hell's a rapa?
What's arepa?
What the hell is that?
Legally
I don't know what it
speaking.
is, but I heard of it.
Legally speaking, it sounds like something very illegal.
Just simple the way
So
you
what's
say it.
what's in this rapa stuff?
Corn and cheese.
That's it?
Yes.
That's
I think
not what a
so.
Jamaican.
I've never heard of it. I've never tried it, but I've heard of it.
Arepa.
You have to roll your
Arepa.
R's. You have to roll your R's.
I don't think
Arepa,
that's
yes.
a
How do you do
Jamaican
that?
thing.
Arepa?
I don't know what
What do
that
you
is.
say?
You have to roll your
It's
R's.
like
That's
a
kind of hard.
rope.
Okay, but
But
the,
because sometimes it's hard to roll your
Arepa.
R's.
but a Jamaican meat patty, you've had
There's
Jamaican.
different ones. You can have curry chicken patty. You can have cheese patty. You
But they
can
put that
have-
ground meat in it
Mhm.
from the Bronx. I
I
saw
think
it.
for Christmas, everyone brings in their favorite dish that they make.
Oh,
Can I make coquito?
You can make anything you want.
You ever had coquito?
Chef is
drink?
doing Thanksgiving for us this year on
Annie,
set.
you like coquito?
is that a drink?
It's a drink.
Annie, you like coquito?
It's
Annie and me
eggnog.
would make
It's eggnog,
coquito.
but
Oh, I
white
love
wine.
eggnog.
Christmas, everyone brings their
It's
favorite
eggnog.
dish to the set?
Eggnog is so good.
This is coconut eggnog.
Oh,
Eggnog
It
with
uses
white rum.
it uses 151 rum.
so it's like Bailey's, but not really.
Yeah, right. This will put hair on
'Cause
your.
I love Bailey's.
This will put hair on your hair.
No, this is making this is getting that'll get an Irishman drunk.
Yeah.
He likes his Hector.
Bailey's is
You know,
so
we get him out of
Hector,
the cave, and
Hector.
he's like,
This guy's a drink. He's a party animal over there.
I don't drink.
What do you, I know you don't.
All right. So what do you do for Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving's always really different for us because like recently we haven't been able to have like a traditional Thanksgiving because we live in an RV. So
You
but-
can't cook a turkey, you mean?
yeah.
Oh, but
Not
we
like
can have
in
one
an
brought
oven.
to you.
You're going to your mom's, right?
They are coming down here now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have to clean my house, and I'm not happy about that. I'm like, why?
So hold on. So how many people come into your house?
It depends. No.
Are you gonna be cooking?
I'm gonna be cooking red velvet cake, mac and cheese, and I'm gonna leave collard greens to my mom's because I can't do that yet.
You know, you can go to Publix and they'll make a whole meal for you, and you can pick it
Yeah,
up.
but it's
that's
not
That's
homemade.
not.
If you let me
You
ask-
want
It's not our
tradition?
food.
Oh, it's not your
It's
food.
not our food.
What? So tell me, what's your food?
Our food's good.
And
And like
need
homemade.
what kind? What is it?
Comfort Thanksgiving food.
What,
Comfort food.
can you
What,
itemize
collard
it?
greens?
Yeah, collard greens, fried chicken, mac and cheese.
How do you make a red? Is your red velvet? Is your red velvet cake from mix
Red
or do it
velvet
from?
cake.
It's from mix or you do it from?
Scratch.
Homemade, scratch.
Scratch, baby.
Scratch.
Scratch.
What
Scratch.
makes it red?
Food coloring.
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really just velvet cake with food coloring.
I think I
Chocolate cake with food coloring.
Really?
So you
That was the question.
You've been using the wrong
That
cake.
has been the
What?
question of the year.
Right.
What flavor
It's chocolate.
is red velvet cake?
It's chocolate.
Is it
It's red.
really? I never knew
No,
that.
it's chocolate. It's just red. It's just there's different kinds of
I
chocolate.
never knew
At
whether
least
it
I
was
think
chocolate or
So you
vanilla.
use
Sometimes
milk
most of
chocolate.
them are, 'cause you
use
have
milk
to
chocolate or dark.
Have you ever made
What kind of
a
chocolate
red
do you
velvet
I
cake?
use
No.
unsweetened
Yes, in a
cocoa
box.
powder.
How I make everything else.
Sweet, but
I
there's,
never
like,
knew
different
that.
grades.
But how does it
90%.
taste like red
Delicious.
velvet?
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've had red velvet cake, but if it's chocolate cake, how does it?
I can't eat red velvet cake
Why?
because when I eat it and you go to the bathroom, you think your
poop's gonna-
it's red. It's
That
like
was like
it's horrible.
when I was
On
growing
me.
up. Remember the cereal
It doesn't come
Frankenberry?
out red
Yeah.
though.
Same thing.
Same thing happens to you.
Frankenberry cereal. We're old. I don't know if it exists anymore.
Frankenberry cereal.
Frankenberry with
I
Count
would say lots of
Chocula.
blueberry.
Frankenberry
That
and
one
Count
too.
Chocula.
And blueberry, yes. When you're a kid, you go to the bathroom after eating those cereals.
Well, that's what happens with red velvet
Scary.
cake. And it
Same
first time it happened to me, I got so scared. I went to the doctor. He says, "What you eat last night?" Told me. He says, "Stupid. That's what it is."
But I never realized it was the chocolate flavor. That's the question. Did you know that?
I did not
Andy,
know
did
that.
you know that?
Wait a minute. Well,
She's
hold on.
Googling. All right. She's the fact checker
So
over
hold on
there.
a second. Yes, man. What does your Thanksgiving look
You
like?
gotta
Tony?
hit him a mic.
Yeah, what's your mic?
Mike, and get on camera.
I can't believe that you're hiding in the cave. You can't be in the cave.
Just like every other normal Thanksgiving, you know, turkey, football, drinking, family, friends,
You said football or pulpo?
football.
Football.
See, I got pulpo in my
Foosball.
head.
So do you cook?
I unfortunately do not cook.
You just eat?
Yeah.
And what kind of foods do you eat?
Turkey, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese,
Really?
all the good comfort food.
Mac and
Really?
cheese is lit.
Honestly, I don't know why. Honestly, you guys kind of confused why American Thanksgiving has mac and cheese.
Because it's a delicacy that all these kids
I have
love.
never had mac
know?
and cheese on Thanksgiving.
I've had rice. I've had like
I haven't either. I have
Oh
never.
my God, Don, what is
I've had
wrong
like two
with
kinds of
you?
rice
I
and
don't
three
have it
kinds of
either.
salads, but not
Why?
mac and cheese.
My mother, when she was alive, she used to make rice and beans, and she used to make arroz con gandula, and then there's something called coconut rice. It's called arroz dulce, which is the coconut with the raisins and the cinnamon on top of it, and it tastes like coconut and it's rice. It's like rice pudding, but it comes in a plate. You ever had that?
No.
I think I've had it
I
once.
used to have
Arroz
as a
con
tradition.
leche, yeah. You've had it? Now, arroz con leche is the white one, the flan, no? Yeah, I'm talking about arroz con dulce, the coconut one. Arroz con... now she got me doing. Arroz dulce. It's like it has cocoa in it. It has coconut.
I love,
I would put it in my hair.
I love coconuts.
And this is a rice
I would put
plate.
it in my hair.
Probably
I
like-
love it.
you probably-
I love it.
says
It's
you
the
probably
best.
says
It's
dessert.
good for the body. Coconut water.
I can't eat it anymore because it's rice, but my goodness gracious. We used to have that. We used to have the white flan as well. And my mother used to make all these different dishes so that you would start at the beginning. She even introduced lentil soup because I was dating a girl,
I've had that.
a Jewish girl,
good.
and she introduced me to lentil soup. I
On
never knew what it
Thanksgiving?
was. Yeah.
You know, my mother never made Thanksgiving. We always went somewhere. And then I got married, and we always went to my mother-in-law's. This is the first year that it's not at my mother-in-law's.
Wait a minute. You say your mother and your mother-in-law. Make up your mind.
We used to always do the holidays together. For the past 30 years, both families have done
So your
it.
mother's never cooked Thanksgiving?
No,
Your mother.
my mother.
Somebody
no.
call Mama Sang. She's never cooked Thanksgiving in all her life.
No,
Really?
Wow.
What? You talk about getting over.
no.
Never.
Which would be the reason, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it, that I have no idea how to make a turkey.
You?
Me.
How can you know? She doesn't cook.
So, guess who's cooking for me today?
Chef
Chef
Z.
Chef Z.
Chef Z. And she's making mac and cheese, but she's doing it vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, but nobody knows.
You just said it. I know. You
No,
just said it
and
on
people
air.
sitting on the table. Today's
My
meal. they
family
want.
does not know.
You just said it on air.
Now let's find out. Let's find out what Annie. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm not sure yet.
Well, what do you normally have?
Usually, my uncles, we all get together with my grandma, my.
Put the mic
Brother.
closer. Put the mic closer. I can't hear you. Say that again.
We just get together, big get together. Everybody. Usually, my brother's girlfriend is the one that does like all the cooking.
Really? You don't cook?
I sometimes.
What's your favorite dish?
I like to do mashed potato.
Mashed potato.
the-
Oh yeah,
Easiest thing.
I like mashed potato.
A mashed potato. Do you put gravy?
I put garlic. I don't do gravy.
Good choice.
Vegetarian.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting.
Good touch.
Now, if you don't have any meat in your gravy, is it still non-vegetarian because they put meat?
Most gravies,
Poulet,
they
poulet,
have it.
yeah.
So I usually, I mean, you're gonna say it's disgusting, but I like mine with ketchup. So
So do I. What do you mean disgusting?
most people they're
I
like,
love
"Ew,
it.
You put ketchup on your
Honey,
mashed
I'm gonna tell you
potato."
something.
My dad puts ketchup on his ketchup.
I'm gonna tell you. It's true. You take those mashed potatoes, right, and you put ketchup on them, right, and you take a banana, yellow banana, and you put it on the side. You have that whole mixture together.
You mean a plantain or a banana?
A banana, not a plantain.
Oh,
With
tomorrow
ketchup?
we have
Ketchup
to call
and
him
potato.
today. The empanadas. He's bringing you mofongo.
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 I
Sounds
won't
like
be
that
here
word.
tomorrow.
That's plantain, crushed
Plantains,
plantain
which
with
made
garlic.
me think of the bananas.
Plantains are
That's what
great.
it is.
With garlic.
Plantain
Plantain is a banana.
empanadas.
Plantain is a banana.
No, he's not making. He's making mofongo and empanada.
In an empanada.
He's putting it in. No, two different things.
That would be
I
a
don't know.
trick. Although I don't know how that would taste.
No, it wouldn't be
Why
that
not?
good.
Like-
Empanada and mofongo's on one side, and
It's
yeah.
like the side dish.
And then and what they do is after today's day, after they take the whatever left over in the turkey, they chop it all up, and they make a big plate of like ropa vieja, which is that meat. Again, you can't eat that. And what about Maverick? Maverick, what kind of celebration do you have on Thanksgiving?
I'm not sure. Not anything too crazy.
You're gonna be with your family?
Half of it, yes.
Where's your family live?
They live in New York and here.
Are you gonna be here? Or are you going to New York?
No, I'm gonna be here. It's way too cold
Maverick's
in
the
New York.
man of mystery. Have you
I'd
noticed?
rather
I
be
thought
in
he
the
was
cold.
leaving. That's why I asked.
I don't
so,
think so.
so what's the traditional Thanksgiving like at your place?
We actually never have a Thanksgiving at my place. We normally have it at a friend's house. So,
Uh huh.
and we just cook something and bring it.
I tell you what I was gonna do this day is I wanted to have Thanksgiving at the clubhouse to see how the other side lives, but it ain't gonna happen because I gotta go see Rowan.
You should go see Rowan. The
I'm
cutest
going.
turkey I've ever seen.
Take it easy, I'm going. But I wanted to do the clubhouse because I did it something at the clubhouse. I don't remember what the event was, and my God, they bring out the food. It is to die for.
So we've had this conversation with my mother for the past how many weeks?
Many.
Whose house is Thanksgiving? It's like a ping pong ball. Back and forth and back and forth. Subject still to change, but apparently it's now at my house, maybe back at mom's house.
I don't understand why that's such a big deal to have Thanksgiving at anybody's house. The dishwasher does the dishes.
No,
see,
not so
see,
plastic.
see.
I'm doing
See.
plastic.
What was that?
See, not everyone uses the dishwasher.
What do? You do it by hand?
It's not most of the time, yes.
Really?
It takes forever. It takes forever.
Well, I've
I'm
done
always
that.
the one stuck doing the dishes.
Why do you do it by
Why
hand?
don't you use the dishwasher?
We use the dishwasher sometimes, but not all the time.
Why?
Because my water bill is really high. That's why.
I've invested in Chinette this year.
Yes, which you throw away. Looks
Actually,
like
my son
China.
has invested in Chinette this year, which will be going in the recycling bin or garbage.
Garbage.
My mom's very proper. She's a true English woman, so everything has to have.
Let me let you in on a little secret. Your medical bills to your varicose veins in your feet that you stand for 2.5 hours to
She's
wash
young,
dishes.
It's all good.
When you get older, you're gonna say, "Why didn't I use the dishwasher?" I'm just letting you know this.
Well, you can tell my mom that.
One day is not going to raise your water bill, maybe 2 cents. That's all it is. So use the dishwasher. Not only that, it's more sanitary because the dishwasher heats up the dishes at the end, which doesn't happen when you wash.
Wonder where Dylan is today.
Who?
You know Dylan, our
Smiley.
other producer. He's like,
Do you ever focus on
No.
what people are saying?
you're talking about the
You like,
dishwasher.
yeah, and so you're talking about Dylan?
Yeah.
Did you know that back in the day, seafood used to be a traditional Thanksgiving dinner?
Yes,
That's
Makes
interesting.
sense.
I did not know that.
I used to eat blue crabs for Thanksgiving.
you're absolutely right. Do you know that meat was only eaten on Fridays and the rest of the week was always fish?
That's like Lent.
No, I'm talking about in the old
Oh,
in the biblical days. It was
Maybe
always
maybe you're
fish
right,
and
that's
meat was
exactly it.
once, and it was usually goat or lamb.
Really?
I love goat.
The cow,
goat,
the cow,
yes.
The
the
I've
cow
never-
was never
I've
eaten.
So that would mostly
I've never
hurt as
had
cows
it.
would be subverted.
I don't
Either
really
made
like
milk or
lamb.
help till land. If you kill the cow, you were effectively down.
Well, what happens is you can't put a cow in rough terrain. So if you go to Greece, it's all lamb because you can't.
Have you ever eaten goat?
Yeah,
I have.
I
You
raised.
have? Have you?
Jivo Isado.
I've eaten goat. I've eaten
You're a
rabbit.
vegetarian. Maverick, you ever had goat?
No, I don't know that I want to try goat.
I've had
Oh, it's
Curry
delicious.
goat's really good. Curry goat's really good.
It's
Yeah,
delicious.
they did.
Jamaicans eat a lot of goat.
Yes,
Delicious.
curry goat is amazing.
Will you bring it for Christmas?
I'll bring it for Christmas.
Never had goat curry.
There you have it. I'm
I'll
gonna
bring
try
oxtail.
It has a lot of bone, so you gotta be careful you don't eat off a bone. But I've had rabbit, which is very
I will
similar
never
to.
have a rabbit.
Have you
I'll
ever
never
had-
have a duck. They're too cute.
I've had duck.
Ever had
I have
oxtail?
rabbit.
Yes, I love
Oxtail,
oxtail.
that's-
I've never had that either.
That is the
Amazing.
man's. Jamaicans love the oxtail,
Okay, I have
baby.
a question.
Uh-oh.
Is it really an ox's tail?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you can eat the tail. I don't eat the
Surprisingly,
tail.
the tail is surprisingly
It's very good.
soup.
What
Yes.
oxtail? What's an oxtail look like?
It's
It
not
looks like a tail from an ox.
It looks
They
like
cut
a
it.
bull, but not really.
This is not my conversation.
It's like tongue from a cow.
I can look it up.
Yeah, you ever
Actually,
eat
from
that?
A tongue. Yeah,
It
until I
does
realized
tongue.
it was really a tongue.
It actually is a cow's tongue.
It looks like a tongue, Dawn. What are you
I
eating?
never saw it until
That
when it
was
was on my
cute.
sandwiches as a kid, and then I realized it was a tongue. when
You
I saw
you
it
were
in the
eating
deli
it all
case.
this time?
Loved it with ketchup. Just saying. Yeah.
You
Then I
like
saw
tongue
it
too?
In the case.
I like ketchup.
When I saw the tongue.
You
in the
won't
case,
eat
I realized it
you
was a
won't eat
cow's tongue.
rabbit, but you'll eat tongue.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
But then think about liverwurst.
This
What
is
is
what
that?
oxtail
That's a
looks
liver.
like.
Sausage from livers. Sausage made out of liver.
I love
We
liver.
should try that too.
Okay.
Should have been there.
Well, you don't have
Liverwurst
to.
is made from liver.
Yes. Where do you think it comes
true.
from?
A tongue is one of them.
Well, check this out.
I'll be
Dawn
fair,
wants
just
to
eat
know
livers.
if liverwurst comes from liver.
You know a liverwurst sandwich?
I like
Liver.
Never
I
had
love
liver
liver
sandwich.
and
I do
kidney.
not like liver.
I'm Jamaican, so we
You
eat
eat all
all
that
that
stuff,
stuff.
yeah.
It's all the things that come in the vernacular of what it is. When you truly think about the word, you know, maybe not going to eat it so much. Annie, I might be hanging with you.
Vegetarian.
It's on a better
Oh,
and
sure.
better.
Sure. It sounds all gruesome until you ask. It sounds gruesome.
Well,
talking
I've
about
never
cutting
had
lamb.
a cow tongue. I
But ask
don't
the
want to
plant- but
have
ask the plant how they
cow
feel it being
tongue. Ew.
It
no.
sounds gruesome until you eat it, and it tastes really good, like curry goat and oxtail.
Do they cook it or eat it raw?
What?
The tongue.
They have to boil it. You can't eat it
Ew.
raw. That would be chewy. That'd be nasty. They have to boil it.
You know,
and do something with
I
it.
had so many
Okay,
cows in Puerto Rico.
Really?
So many.
It's just liver. and
Hundreds of
kidney from
cows.
the
Because
cow.
my father
You guys
was
turn
a
the game down. Yeah.
my father was a rancher, right? So you watch when
But if I
a
make it,
cow
you're gonna be like-
will sit and chew its cud. You know what it does, right? Because it has a few stomachs and it brings it back up and it chews it. And I'm sitting there, I'm saying, who in their right mind would eat this animal's tongue after what it's been through? I mean, it's ridiculous.
But there's a whole thing in the Bible about what you can eat with the hoofed cow and kosher, and because they chew their cud, and it's a whole thing.
But all the cows have hoofs. They have an unhoofed cow.
But pigs don't. Pigs have like not a break in their hoof. and cows have the break in the hoof.
Yeah,
something
but
like
Jewish
that.
people don't eat pig.
That's why. It's something to do with the
The
break
feet
in the
it has nothing to do with the stuff that it
Oven
sort of
hooves.
eats and throws itself in.
Scavengers too. You're not supposed to eat anything that's a bottom feeder.
It's always some kind of fish that's in the ocean.
Lobsters, oysters,
Shrimp.
shrimp, anything that's a bottom feeder.
So you don't eat lobster either,
I'm allergic to it.
and you don't eat crabs and
I will eat
shrimp.
it. I don't eat a hot shrimp.
But you're not supposed to.
I'm supposed to do a lot of things in life. I know, but
You guys ever raise pigs? You ever seen pigs alive and
My
raise them?
grandpa used to raise pigs. and
My
chickens
grandfather
and
too. He
everything like
taught me
that.
the business, and we used to take all sorts of.
Everything.
Well, when I was growing up, I lived on a farm. I had turkeys. I had Melvin. I can't remember her name.
you
Whatever I
named your
called her.
turkey?
They were huge.
Speaking of which, did the
Puerto
president
Rico.
pardon the turkeys for Thanksgiving? Has anybody seen?
Huh?
Did the president pardon the turkeys this year for Thanksgiving?
No,
Haven't seen.
Donald Trump. Pardon what?
Weren't they named peas and carrots?
Oh, please.
He didn't pardon nobody. He says they all gotta go. He didn't
I
pardon
haven't
nobody.
seen this year about
Hasn't
pardoning
happened
the
yet.
turkeys
It's
yet.
supposed to be Thursday.
I used to
Now
raise
you know what we used to do in New York is we used to fly pigeons.
What?
Remember that?
Fly
In the day you ever seen it in the movies?
Fly pigeons?
Yeah, what you do is you have pigeon cages on the rooftops of these buildings, and you teach them to fly, and they come back. And so you clap, and they come back.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
And then the drug laws began to use it. When the cops are coming down the street, you used to send out the pigeons,
You
and
are
you
a
knew,
vast world of knowledge. I'm
and
just saying.
you knew they were coming. It's a true story.
Vast world of information.
I grew up in the South Bronx. What do you think?
But Thanksgiving's more about food, right? It's about founding our land and what we're grateful for and things.
I don't know what it's about anymore. Because I can't say Indian. I got to say Native American. I got to say all sorts of stuff. Native Europeans.
Well, it
No,
makes
you
it
just
feeling
have to
bet-
say
well,
thank you.
Well, it makes it feeling better. We can always just see Thanksgiving the way that we've kind of always justified where I used to live. Is that they would just pick one random day a year for just have an excuse to be thankful for some, be thankful for the people in your lives.
But shouldn't you be thankful every day?
No, we're always thankful every day, but this is just one day to actually do a big party
Big
feast
party.
just to celebrate just that.
To be thankful.
Yeah, to be thankful of everything.
Well, yes, this week I saw in the news how we had massive killings, one after the other, 3 as a matter of fact.
So then be thankful you weren't there.
And so,
What happened?
See what I mean?
you heard what he said? I'm being thankful I wasn't there.
Because we thankful you
See
weren't
what I
there.
mean?
There you have it.
And it's funny because if I see a glass half empty, half full in your world, you would say it's not even,
It's a glass. Well,
It's-
that's it, it's just a glass. But it's true, you should be thankful. Be thankful that we can, I think we have a, that's right. Be thankful that you have the
Probably
opportunity
because the
to
mics are
sit.
sitting there on.
Yeah. No, they probably the
So
game.
what is it that you're thankful for? Because honestly, to me, gratitude and giving thanks all year round is what we should be. Thanksgiving as a day has always been a stressful holiday to me. So I sort of, the whole thing of getting around and eating, it's coordinating families and 30 people and menus and who's going to insult the other person about politics. And to me, that's what
Yeah, but that's not thankful.
I understand. So you know what? It's changed what it should be, and that's why I don't particularly love Thanksgiving.
I love Thanksgiving because I look back at the amount of growth.
I've like turned into you. I've like this bah humbug of Thanksgiving. It's just not my favorite.
I'm not a humbug.
About other things, you always tell me I'm wrong and you disagree, so I'm disagreeing on Thanksgiving.
No, but I'm not a humbug. I just like, first of all, I've always liked to coach ever since my kids were born. So I always like to teach. And I look at where we are and where we've been and where we've grown and look about, you look in this room, all the kids that have come through the program and things that you've learned from them. And every day I am thankful that they show up, that they're not hurt, that, you know, is life a struggle? Absolutely. But I'm also thankful for the fact that we have a chance to do what we do.
That's why I love doing it every day. Like Hector said, one day. And one day you sit around and you organize the food and who's bringing what, and then there's always a fight. Someone's always disagreeing because it's always around an election. And that, to me, is the antithesis of what Thanksgiving should be, and that is what, unfortunately, it's always about. And
Right.
that's
But
what
politics
I
and
don't like.
religion will always guarantee a fight because everybody has a difference of
And I think
opinion.
it's that one day a year people sit around the table, that in Christmas, and they decide, let's argue. And it shouldn't be that way, right? It should be that we're actually all sitting around the table together.
Well, do you guys use Thanksgiving as a platform to argue with family members?
We don't argue. We talk about our childhood memories.
I like that idea.
We always do.
we
Like
play
my
games.
sister or like the grown-ups will talk about their child memories or like stuff like that.
I love game night. I love it when we have the kids over and we play games and then we have a little too much to drink.
We've come
And
close to burning some bridges with Uno, but like other than
Uno?
Uno's the greatest.
Do you know it's funny when we play
We should have
games?
brought games today. Who knew?
When we
No, I brought some games, but it's gonna take a little long to play them.
well, we got plenty of time. You're 21. Don't worry about it. Listen. So when we play these games, because we're older, we get away with more stuff. Like we like talking about sex. We like talking about stuff. Millennials get embarrassed. No, we don't want to talk about that. No,
Oh my
don't
God.
say
Can
that.
one of you guys go help Chef with some food?
Uh-oh.
Thank you. Uh-oh.
Wait till you see Chef.
Jean came in and said Chef needs help.
Oh.
She was so excited to make food for you guys today. She called me yesterday. She's so cute. She goes, "Hi, it's Z." I know it is on the phone. She says, "I just want to make sure that they're going to be there, and I made everything for them. I'm so excited to cook." This woman is just a
She
gift.
doesn't know how much Jaja eats.
I know. I actually brought containers so they can take them home.
Did you? I was wondering what the hell that was.
Because Chef always makes so much, and I know, why should anyone leave the leftovers here, right? You should all take them home and enjoy them with your family. Again, why ever cook if you've got Chef Z?
That's right.
So I
Whatever
want
cook.
to talk about what everyone's grateful for, because truly, you're right. We come in every day, and I've watched how we've evolved, and we've only been here a little over a year,
Right.
which is not a very long time for the growth that we've had to be in this set. And all of you guys coming forward as producers and animators and everything that you do for us is truly a gift. So I think Thanksgiving is every day. So what are you all most thankful for?
So are you?
Okay. I'm super thankful for, I'm thankful every single day for the love and support I have from my friends and my family, and I'm super thankful for the experiences that I'm getting here at the cafe, so, among other things. That's just a start.
And what do you want your tomorrow to be? What do you wish would happen in your life tomorrow?
I wake up, happy and healthy,
Okay. And
breathing, I don't know. I hope to eat well tomorrow. I hope to have fun and be all smiles tomorrow and the rest of this week. So
You may not be
Rest of the
cooking
year.
anything after what I see on this table for later. Janice, how about you?
I'm happy for the parents, as I call you guys, my parents. I'm
thanks.
happy for my mom being alive, because I almost lost her 4 years ago. And I'm happy to be in this experience. I'm happy to learn different things and, just make new friends and have a good time here and eat food. And, yeah.
you've evolved since I first met you.
Yes,
Yes.
because I was very shy
You
when
were.
I first met you.
And you have evolved, which is grateful and a gift of watching you grow into this beautiful young woman that you are. And others
you
get
evolved
to
from
share
that
that.
first moment that you sat on the couch with us.
I remember.
In that interview that you came in.
Yeah, because my mom kept pushing me to ask questions, and I just didn't know what kind of questions to ask.
And we interviewed her mother.
That was the first time that we have ever had parents when we've interviewed one of you guys, ever. But you came in and you've grown so much, and all of you have grown so much, right, in this short period of time. Hector, what are you most grateful for?
At the moment,
Or for the year?
For a year, I guess I'm just grateful for a chance to
Yes.
do what I've always wanted to do, or at least get a chance. Or at least a chance to get better at what I always wanted to do.
And what is that, animating?
Animating,
She has a whole
making
setup.
stuff, making things
You'll see
entertain
what it
people.
looks like.
Entertain people. I'm glad to actually get a chance to have people who want to see my work, who actually do want to see my work.
But you're outstanding. Have you ever shown your work before you came here to anybody?
And parents, but even
They don't count.
Of course they don't count. Besides that,
Besides them.
no, nobody else really cared to.
I mean, your work speaks volumes. A lot of people have seen it and they are amazed. They say, "Well, how many people worked on this?" You look at the one guy, and they go, "One person put this whole thing together." A little secret: never give away how you did it. Never tell them about plates and this. Never do that. You say to them, "Oh,
So
look
it's
at
a
the
magician's
sweat."
secret. It's a magician's secret, but for artists.
That's right. But your blood, sweat, and tears is your forte. So don't give it away. Tell them, that's right, I do this, and this is what I do full time. And if you want to be a client, Because if you tell them, oh yeah, I did this and I got that and I put this together, they're gonna say, this ain't too hard, which
You know,
it is.
Yesterday we were at a meeting, and we were talking about stories, and I really wanted to put a show or segment together about people's stories. And everyone has their story, right? Everyone has a story of where they are and why they're here and what their point is. And really our story of having all of you work with us was, it started simply as we needed help. Never in a million years, and they said, well, your demographic is younger, look at who you have working with you. It was never part of our intention of reaching a younger demographic. It started as we had too much vision for 4 hands. And then our first intern, after 6 weeks, he said, I've lost 10 pounds and you've changed my life.
Oh, that was Johnny.
And we said, what are you talking about? He said, well, I sit on the board every day. He said, but I listen to everything you say, and you have truly changed my life. And then Annie tells us about being vegetarian, and she talks about everything she does in fitness and jiu-jitsu and the editing and the animation, and you have all brought us a whole new level of things that we never anticipated and a whole new audience that we were never even thought of reaching. We just knew we needed help. So with every new idea comes a bigger expansion. So I thank you all for everything you've brought. Everyone that's in the past year. How many we had?
Plenty.
60 maybe. We've worked with this
plenty.
past year in January.
At
And
least
so
6,
many
maybe
have gotten
more.
hired and part-time and
And going back to school, like Yes
going
Man.
back to school. So many things. You've all been incredible, and you've brought our visions to life.
I think the one thing that I've learned, especially with Yes Man going back to Central Florida, which he told me over and over again, and I just don't
You don't
recall
listen.
that. It isn't I don't listen. It's that you get to see people, you get into the grind, and you can see how things get a little loopy around here sometimes. And then you sit down and you have a conversation like with this gentleman that I did Friday, and he blew me away. I mean, I cannot believe the talent that you have. And I didn't get a chance to use that talent correctly. You know, I mean, you're a funny guy. You know, you have a talent. You remind me of a director, a famous director, which I'm not going to say the name, but you remind me of him with your vision and the things you do. So I've made it now a point, and I spoke to Maverick yesterday, who's going to be speaking to you guys with Annie, that we have to push forward more. There's teaching going on, which is fine, but then there has to be more. So the platform for the coming days and months and everything else is that, and Maverick will explain, we're going to elevate the game. And when you guys, fingerprints have to be on there. You have to do more production. You have to do things on the outside. We have to do more gigs on the outside. Things that, unfortunately, because he's going back to school, I'm going to lure him back when he finishes because I realize that being thankful is important. But then there's the other side of the business where we have to use you guys differently, more extensively, deeper into the count. So that's what we're going to be doing for the coming few months.
And Annie, how about you?
Where's Annie?
I would say grateful in general for life, for just being alive.
That mic isn't on.
I think it is.
Is it? Yeah? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, just grateful for everything that I have and everything that I've gotten a privilege to learn, everything that it's in front of me, and I'm like pursuing new stuff, and so just grateful in general.
She is. And how about you, Maverick?
What I'm grateful for? I don't know. Probably all the free
Kit.
CBD gummies y'all keep giving me. That's pretty nice.
Get the
I don't know.
bring the
Kinda
photographer over
thankful
here.
for the life I live and how.
Just to your left.
I don't know. I don't know what to be thankful for.
Thankful for life,
Thankful for life.
happiness.
Well, you know, you got your whole life in front of you.
Yep.
So you get to pick and choose. Man, I wish I was your guys' age
Oh,
and knew
me
what I
too.
know now. I really do. Because if I had that information right now, I would be dangerous.
I think the vision that we get to do every day is something that never in a million years did I ever expect when I went to college for this. In a million years, don't ever be as slow growing as me 30 years later to actually do what you go to school for. But it was a life of evolution, and truly to be where you are all at now in life and age, to do what you want to do, just go for it. Do what you can do. Find a team that works with you
it's-
because it takes a team to put it together.
Well, it's funny because you took forever to come around.
Well, you don't communicate so well.
Takes a village to grow something.
I don't communicate so well. Why is it the chef is here?
I gotta talk.
Only
to
had to
Chef about
ask her
that.
once, and she's here.
I know. Chef is amazing.
It's
Chef brought some
amazing.
incredible food. We have to see what Chef brought for Thanksgiving.
Now,
for
Chef,
everybody.
you've been involved in a lot of Thanksgivings, right? You've been involved in a whole bunch of ABC, NBC. You've been around. It's not like you're a rookie. But it's not like you're a rookie in the business. You understand the nature of the beast and the things that you do. How do you celebrate Thanksgiving?
Usually for Thanksgiving, we'll go to my in-laws' house in North Carolina and do most of the cooking. I hope my mother-in-law is not watching. Do most of the cooking, the healthy cooking that we have. All the families and friends over. So yeah, we're thankful for everything. The food.
Has it always been vegan?
Now there's since my husband is German, so my mother-in-law would make the ham and the turkey and some other stuff. And I'll do all the healthy food.
I'm excited to have healthy food this year because typically Thanksgiving, everyone eats so unhealthy for that one day. And when you eat clean the whole year and you don't eat clean for one day, you don't feel so good. Even though it tastes amazing.
I'm gonna make a prediction.
Yeah,
I know you're gonna love what she makes
I know.
because you don't typically eat anyway.
I know.
You eat very little bit. But I know that you're gonna eat with your hands and you're gonna love what she makes, and other people are going to follow your lead, which is what you're hoping for, right?
I'm hoping that Thanksgiving, the people, you realize you don't have to put a pound of butter in every side dish. You can enjoy the holiday and you can be healthy but delicious.
Right.
My kids just want your food, and the fact that you're doing this mac and cheese, dairy-free and gluten-free, my daughter says, Mom, that means I'm not going to be sick tomorrow.
Nope.
My son said mac and cheese, sweet potatoes, but everyone can eat it and enjoy and be healthy and know, you know what? And she went out, Chelsea, she said, Mom, can I do dessert?
What'd she get
And
for
my
dessert?
kids they're young adults, so I thought, you know what, if they want to bring and do, so she ordered pies, but she ordered gluten-free, dairy-free pies, because they understand now that because I've opened the door, right, for a healthier Thanksgiving, that it's okay to enjoy and indulge and feel good.
Right.
And,
Tastes good.
and that, Annie's a vegetarian, right? You're accepting of what everybody wants. And Chef's making a turkey for those that want turkey.
Right.
Is it a vegan turkey?
Yes, it ate grass all the way to her kitchen.
That's
No.
for turkey.
Can you eat a vegan turkey? You made a vegan hamburger.
No, that wasn't meat though. It was beyond meat.
Yeah, it's not.
It's Beyond Meat. So can you make Beyond Turkey? Can we make a Beyond Turkey?
Yeah, it's black beans and different kind of things there. So,
They were eating and walking out of here. It was craziness.
But
So I
I've got
figured,
someone coming today actually to meet Chef. Remember Diane? Who
no.
was on our show. She was vegan. Pretty lady. She saved her life eating vegan. So she's coming to meet Chef today because she's looking for someone to cook vegan for her.
Now I have something I have to ask you. My nephew Harry Anthony, that's my brother's boy.
Come on in.
My brother's boy was just diagnosed with a bad heart. He's overweight, smokes too many packs of cigarettes a day, drinking too much. They put him on a defibrillator body
How old
deal.
is he?
Harry Anthony's got to be
That was young.
28, 27, 28. And they said to him that if he doesn't change his way, they're going to give him 6 months to live. So he's got to lose a lot of weight. And this is the second calling because my cousin Juji, who had cancer in the prostate, I asked these guys to get in touch with you so that you can guide them on better eating to change their life. You know, it's really funny. Until something like this happens, nobody listens to me. Nobody listens. Nobody listens.
It's like family and friends.
They don't. And millennials even worse because they think I'm old and I'm stupid and yada, yada, yada. But what they don't understand is that I've seen this before. And I've seen your husband, he was sitting here, and I spoke to people that know him, and you actually saved your husband's life. I mean, you changed his whole life. These guys need change.
Yes.
And I'm going to see if I can reach them to give you the numbers so they can talk to you. Sometimes when a crisis happens, listen. Sit and listen. Don't overreact.
How many crises have
Listen.
I had this month? I'm telling you. it's
Well,
been
your
one.
dad is back in the hospital,
I know,
but he's coming out. He's coming out.
One after another after another. But
And-
it's everything that we get to bring forth on our, I said at our table, on our set, which is our table, and share with people, right? So now he's using the CBD, and Thanksgiving is going to be with Chef, and all these different alternative modalities. I don't have to worry about them saying, I can't eat that because of my stomach for Thanksgiving. I can't do this because my arthritis. So many things. I'm so grateful for.
I got a
that we
surprise for you.
You do?
Yes, the photographer today, standing over there. Now, I made a deal with her because she doesn't want to be in front of the camera.
Danielle
She likes to-
John. I love
She likes to be behind the camera. But we're gonna put something together where you get a free headshot, if you bring a toy forward
For Christmas?
for an organization. Now, who did we talk to that was doing Toy for Tots? Who was it? We spoke to somebody that was it Dawn DeMarco?
Collecting toys. No, it was like, I'll have to look back in our archives and see from last week.
There is an organization that's collecting toys.
There's a
for
lot
children.
of that,
So
absolutely.
that's she asked if we can do that, and I said absolutely.
We have some visitors with us today. Welcome to our show. Happy Thanksgiving.
Let's get a mic on them. Let's get a mic on them. And where are you from?
I'm from Westchester, Yonkers, in New York. I was born in the Bronx.
I know Westchester very well. We used to play the Panthers of Westchester in AAA baseball down there. And you're on Central Avenue in Westchester?
Oh, yeah. I went to high school in Roosevelt High School.
You went to Rosie?
Yeah, sure did.
Did you play baseball there?
No.
Did I pitch against you?
No, Coach DiMatteo
Yeah.
was I think he was on the Colts professionally, but he hurt his Achilles heel, and he's quite a good coach. I think they won 2 or 3 New York State championships.
Yeah, they were very good. Let me ask you a question. Are you visiting the cafe for the art?
For the very
art?
first time, the
Yeah.
art is beautiful.
Isn't it a beautiful building?
My fiance here, Celine, has her master's degree. My sister has her master's degree. And honestly, this work here is beautiful. It's just beautiful.
You're in Florida visiting?
No, I've been down here for 30 years. My family came. I
You're a
came
rookie.
short.
He's a rookie. And do you love the gallery as well? And your name is?
Yes, I'm sorry for my English because I'm French, so you know.
That's okay. I'm sorry for my English too. It's not very
It's
good.
Puerto Rican. It's all good.
It's Puerto Rican. Don't speak it too. I'm from the Bronx too, by the way.
But really, it's a great discovery for me today. Because
Are you an artist?
Not really. I studied arts in France, and
Yeah, every French person is an artist.
Yeah. So you know,
Do you know
and
that?
I see that here you have a lot of different kind of arts, modern, more classic, and every techniques are different. So really, people should come more here. I think so.
Dylan,
Maybe.
come on over.
Dylan, come here. We need to talk to you. Because Dylan wanted to know what we're celebrating. That's
Come have a
fantastic.
seat, Dylan.
Come and sit down. That's fantastic. Welcome to. You may want
Maybe
to
it's a
turn the speaker down, the gain a little bit on the speaker. You may, welcome to the Heart of the Way. Did you see the whole place? You guys
Yes,
get to see the whole place?
we saw everything.
So
Yeah.
we're celebrating Thanksgiving today at the gallery.
Yes, this is.
All week.
today.
It's a week of giving thanks.
Okay.
And since you don't know what we're celebrating Thanksgiving.
Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving.
Have you ever celebrated Thanksgiving in the U.S.?
Yes.
Because you've been here for years, right?
Yeah, I've been here for 23 years.
What's your traditional Thanksgiving look like?
My traditional Thanksgiving?
What do you do for Thanksgiving?
Usually we get a turkey and have like a bunch of sides and dessert and just gather around and discuss what we're thankful for.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for meeting you guys. Basically just expressing my passion for videography and learning about the radio and just doing behind the scenes stuff. And yeah, thankful for my family, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
It should always be about giving thanks.
It
And
should
the
be.
people that we bring, that chef, I mean, the incredible people you have brought, and crystals and jewelry and your gift of food all the time. And Danielle's always with us as the photographer. And I know we're not going to put you on
We're
camera.
not going to
We're
put you on
keep the other
camera.
side of
Danielle.
the camera.
You're safe. You're safe.
You talk about two
She yelled at me.
personalities, right? She is so happy at the other side of the room without being on set. When she sits here, she goes, "Oh no, don't."
But Danielle, when we were at the escape room, you sat next to me and you actually figured out the last clue. Really? You remember being there?
Yes.
Don't tell me really again. And it was funny because her and I were making comments as we were watching all these guys like move around. It's a great place.
The Extraordinary Escape. And the funny thing is she took all those pictures with her video camera because we were being filmed the whole time. And you don't realize what you're doing until you see the pictures. And you're like, wow, to see you guys all around that boardroom table was really awesome.
Jaja was the funniest. Jaja was like all over the place.
Jaja's boyfriend, where's Jaja?
Where is the boyfriend?
The boyfriend was hilarious, right?
He's hilarious.
And he sat on the boomerang for the whole hour, which was so funny. Chef was with us. It's so nice to see everyone join us. And today for Thanksgiving, we've got Deb Barcelona is joining us. She's bringing her grandson. Everyone's going to eat and just share some stories about giving thanks.
Maverick, what's the time on that piece? Okay, so we got 2 minutes.
We got a couple minutes. What are you all doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for everybody, you know, being alive. Me and my father were in a terrible car crash, and it wasn't our time. And to be quite honest with you, I'm very grateful that I have a wonderful woman like Celine in my life. I'm very grateful. I always enjoyed the acting and singing, and but I kind of did all of that a long time ago. And
you were an actor?
Oh no! I did some extra work. That's all. I did sing amateurly. How do you sing?
He's a singer.
Yeah, exactly. And it was Clark Gable's old home. Singing coach Tom Jones was the main singer around that time. And I even liked the radio station down here. My favorite one was Magic 102.7. And they had a concert on Atlantic Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale near Aruba. And we ate there last night, right?
At Aruba?
Aruba for the second time, beautiful, right on Commercial Boulevard. And I'm just grateful to be here.
Tom Jones, what a flashback that is.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
And you wanted a singer, and there you have it.
It's funny, I went to Vegas, I lost my shirt, and my manager, I went for a convention, he gave me tickets to see Tom Jones. Because he felt so bad for me. I mean, I had a quarter to my name. I had to borrow money to fly back. That's how bad it got. And I got to sit at the front row with Tom Jones. And he comes over and he says, mate, what's the matter with you? Why you look so depressed? And I said, I lost my shirt, Tom. He said, really? I go, yes. And he says, what's your name? He says, Freddie. He says, Freddie, you and me, we're going to do this show together. I'm going to make you laugh. So you know how the women come up to see Tom Jones and they bring their underwear? Do you know that? You remember that?
I saw him live a long time ago.
Underwear?
They bring their underwear up, and they give it to him, and they get a hug from Tom Jones. So here I am. I'm having a dinner, right? The only dinner I got in Vegas because I was broke, and a glass of water. And he takes the underwear, and he puts it on my plate. So I'm saying to myself...
That's unsanitary. You gotta love that one.
So I'm saying, Tom... It's the only plate of food I had. And so I took it off and I ate it. That's a true story. That was at the MGM Grand. Before the fire.
Were they clean though?
You think I'm gonna look?
I just ate the food.
I didn't have any other way. And so that was my Tom Jones story. He was fantastic.
Oh my God.
He was a hilarious guy. But,
well, thank you all for sharing your stories. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, to your friends and your family, and thank you for tuning in to our show today, and enjoy the food, and as I always say, and especially today, be kind to each other.
That's right, and don't be late, and we'll see you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Same time, same place.
All right.
Black Friday coming up.